Good morning. I just had a haircut. Did I tell you I cut my own hair?
Please enjoy my stories or whatever else might be on my mind today.
When I went off to college to the University of South Dakota in Vermillion, South Dakota, the first time I went to a barbershop and had a haircut, they did a terrible, terrible job. And the problem is that I have a double crown back here, and if it's cut too short, my hair sticks up like alfalfa. And if you're old enough to understand the reference I just made to alfalfa, welcome to the club. And if you're not, and you'd like to understand that, just Google The Little Rascals. Anyway, to make a nearly 60-year-old story short, I've been cutting it ever since. So let's see what kind of a job I did. Oh, I have to stand up to turn around. That's how the body works. So let's see how we did, or how I did. What do you think? So there was always just the possibility that I would delete this. But actually it looks pretty good back there, so maybe you'll see it. Maybe you won't.
So I was just going to, wait a minute.
I was going to tell you that I'm editing the part 2, day 2 of our trip off into the cactus in Oregon Pipe Cactus National Monument. And you see the bird, right? That's actually a big piece of obsidian in the middle. And I had that bird made with my own chunk of obsidian. We got the obsidian from Mount Tequila in Jalisco, Mexico. And it's pretty neat. It stopped moving, didn't it? Anyway, the video here is about, like I said, going off into the cactus. And if you think you've seen enough cactus, I would agree. But stick with it until you get to an interesting thing called Quitobaquito. This is South Puerto Blanco Drive, about 15 miles. Enjoy.
Well, now we're going to take a 15-mile drive on South Puerto Blanco Drive, and it says the Kino Peak, Sonita and Devil's Club Cholla Cactus, pink granite of the Quitobaquito Hills, and Quitobaquito itself, whatever that is. But over here I found this curious. This is the restoration area. Your tax dollars at work. We wouldn't want any single one of these to fall down. Pretty bouncy. There we have the border fence between Mexico and the United States. So this road follows the border right along there for 15 miles. It's getting very beautiful out here. It's also getting very desolate. And we ran into this sign. Travel caution. Smuggling and illegal immigration may be encountered in this area. Do not travel alone, avoid encounters with suspicious groups, and avoid traveling at night. Dial 911 to report illegal activity. Here's some more of the border fence. Certainly couldn't call that a wall. I guess it would stop a car. It's certainly not going to present any problem for a person. Taxpayer dollars at work. So we stopped here and I took my tire pressure sensor monitors off and we let the air pressure down from 30 psi to 22 psi. We're going to see if that makes a difference on the washboard road. So now that we let the tire pressure, lowered the tire pressure, we can take a video while we're going. It's not quite as bouncy. Well, not counting that one. It really is beautiful out here. We really like the desert. Saguaro, more saguaro, cholla, organ pipe. Well, I just walked out here in the middle of the desert in Sunita. Take a picture of some of the different kinds of plant life. That's probably edible. A lot of fruit on that. And I believe this is a cholla. That would be Palo Verde. This would be creosote with the yellow flowers. A saguaro. Cactus skeletons. That's about as close as you want to get to one of those. Actually, you don't want to get that close. There's some of the pink granite that the place around here is known for. At least it said so on one of the signs. See these holes here? I think they're made by mice or pack rats. And then they're used by other things like there's one that's newly excavated. So there's probably a pack rat down in there. But then tarantulas use those holes, and scorpions use those holes, and lizards and snakes. And here we are, of course, in Organ Pipe National Monument. That's an organ pipe. Well, after 15 miles of bumpy washboard road, we finally got to the parking area for Quitobaquito. And you know, there's signs all along the way that says Quitobaquito, and that's Highway 2 in Mexico there on the other side of the fence. So we're at Quitobaquito, and we didn't know what to expect, but I guarantee you this is my one trip in life to get to Quitobaquito, because that's it. It's a sign. Quitobaquito. There's your 360 of Quitobaquito. This might be another wild goose chase, but there's this path leading away from that sign that says Quitobaquito. One of the big deals here was supposed to be pink granite, and by God we found it. Look at here, it's all along here. There, look at that. That's pink granite. Well, it's not all pink, and it's not that pink, but it's pink granite. We've hiked a half a mile on this path. Would it have been a really big deal after 15 miles of washboard road to make the road go another half a mile farther? And we still don't see anything worth walking to. Oh, there's a dead cactus. Oh my God, look at this. There's a bench. Maybe you can sit there and look at Quitobaquito. We gotta look up Quitobaquito and see what it means. Oh, look at here. Well, isn't this nice? Maybe I shouldn't have been so, what's the word, skeptical. Oh, there's a duck. Mud hen. Well, it's very pretty here. I'm reminded of one of Nomadic Fanatic's sayings, whatever it does, it's doing it now. Walking through the forest of Quitobaquito. Ooh, we're on the desert, and there's running water. Wow, look at that cottonwood. It's big. Out in the desert you see these saguaros, and they're all very narrow ridges, but this one is obviously sucking water out of the lake because the ridges are really wide, so it's all swelled up full of water. Geez, there's a better road by the, if you call that a fence. You know what? I was gonna sneak into Mexico, but I don't know. Seems kind of, oh, maybe just 1 foot. There we go. I'm in 2 countries. Well, we made it to the end of another road. This is the Sunita road, and Sonita is a special kind of cactus. It says there are only a few hundred of them north of the Mexican border. And we haven't seen one yet, except at the visitor center. Here's a octio that's going to bloom. Yeah. The octio is getting leaves. And the blooms are really beautiful. Back when I was in college in botany class, they talked about plants competing with each other. These two are just having a contest to the death. You know, it looks to me like the Palo Verde is going to win because the saguaro is dying. Well, we finally found the Sonita cactus. That's an organ pipe. And this is a Sonita. So, organ pipe has really close together, whatever you call them, lines, veins, ridges. And the Sonita, the same kind of arms going up, but they don't have as many ridges. Saguaro, organ pipe, Sonita. Only 400 of these north of the Mexican border. Thanks for watching. Next we're going to go to Tucson for a couple of days and then on home to Old Mexico.